Hello, my name is Mark, and I'll be going over the blend, and this is my blender rig. I'll be going over the advantages, and disadvantages of this rig, as well as show off its capabilities. First off, I want to talk about the so you can rotate the hips much like in Maya and Max, but difference is though in Blender you don't really use controllers, you mainly just select the bones itself. With that said, you can rotate the head, chest, so on and so forth. You can move the rig, and if you go over here, you can even so this is the foot controls. So difference is that you have to manually move them yourself, and you can even use this as an IK handle, which is pretty good since even though it doesn't give you as much control and it's a little bit finicky, at least there is an IK handle and there is a pull vector. Same with the other foot as well. This is the IK-FK slider. So from one end you can move it to an IK and use this as the handle. So this is actually a much better version of the Max and Maya version, since you have a slider and it gives you direct control. Unfortunately though, the IKs all direct back to the hip bone, so it is a little bit wonky. But thankfully the slider is pretty easy to use. And this is the face control, so you can move, and you can even this is a face rig, and as shown you can create different expressions using different bones. Like I said, there's really no controller, so you have to manually input the move the bones yourself. And although it's a little bit finicky, admittedly it does give you much more freedom to create expressions. I also wanted to show the eye tracker. As you can see, you can control the eyes and they track really well with this eye tracker. So that you can control eye movement as well along with the faces, so you can have different expressions, different ways to show emotion, and also different ways you can have the character look different places. And it's pretty reliable since they both follow the eye tracker, so you can get some pretty consistent movement. And when you use the eyelids in conjunction, you can basically create a whole lot of stuff that shows emotion and stuff like that. And also you can show the similar to the Max eye system where you can do it, but it's much more it's much more controllable and easy to micromanage. So to conclude on this rig, even though it's very limited, there is a lot you can do, and it's pretty much just a version of Maya or Max that is a little bit downgraded, but you can still do a lot with it as well. And the setting it up was really easy, putting weights on was really easy as well. The advantages are that you can move controllers, you can have a face rig, you can have a mouth rig, you can have IK-FKs. But the disadvantages are that it's very, it's very tribal in its own way in how you have to move things around. But it's at least it's not just bones, you can add on to it. And hopefully I can find out more stuff when it becomes much more use the blender and also become a little more adept and probably find easier ways to create the facial rigs and make a much more better version of the max rigs. The only advances pretty much are the slider, but like I said, the face is very expressive and so on and so forth.